the Empowering You Show. This is a lively television show that is a driving force to positive transformation in every viewer's life. Our goal is simple. It is to elevate our audience member with clear, practical, helpful advice and engaging activities. We're here dedicated to sparking a journey of self-growth and empowerment, making sure each episode is a step towards professional and personal achievement. That's how we empower you on the Empowering You Show. So get ready, it's time. It's time for the Empowering You Show. So glad you're here with me. Thank you for showing up. Whether you're seeing this live or seeing it on a replay, I welcome you to the Empowering You Show. What do? We bring on guests and people in the community who are doing phenomenal things as leaders. And what we show you is their superhero status. All of us have a superhero inside of us, and we don't have any problem excavating what's your gift and talent is. That's what we do on the Empowering You Show. So, without further ado, I need to bring up the sexy, sassy Shani. Smart Shani Smith.
Well, good day. It is March the 21st. Spring just started this week. We're closing out the fourth quarter. Man, are you closing it strong?
I'm closing it strong.
All right, well, I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. I'm glad you're there for it. I'm super excited, Shani. We have a guest that is going to blow the socks off of our audience. Listen, we are displaying our guests for an audience that's over 200 countries. We're on Roku, Amazon Fire, Vimeo, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube especially. Mm-hmm. But the reason I say that is because what I've been hearing, and this week, never mind, let me go back. What I've been hearing is people may not see it the day it airs, but they go back and watch it after. So I'm so excited for our audience to meet this next guest. And by the way, we should have been celebrating today. This week is 3 years on the Barbara H. Smith and Empowering You Show.
And it's Women's History Month. How about that?
Oh, you know what? I never even thought of that. That we started in Women's History Month. I'm making history. No, I am Black history. Anyway, back to our guest. This guest is a United States Navy veteran. She has served our country for 8 years. Thank you for your service. She's an author. She's a mother to 3 wonderful sons, a sister, a daughter, and a soon-to-be therapist. We're going to talk about that for a minute. A minister of the gospel. I love that. And she loves to cook and read. She is authentically her. I am the authenticity queen. Loving sports, video games, and just having fun. And she's not everybody's cup of tea, according to her. So help me bring to the show Miss Candi Usher. What just happened?
Good morning. Hi.
You did it.
Yes. Congratulations on 3 beautiful, wonderful years.
Yes, to God be the glory. It's been a challenge sometimes. I appreciate you.
I understand that fully understand that. But through it all.
Yes. Now I'm gonna reverse this a little bit.
Okay.
And normally I'd have you dig right in and say what you got going on. But I want you to tell the audience, where did we meet?
We met because of of my brother on Facebook. He introduced me to Shawnee's spices. Loved them. He pushed it too. He was like, "You've got to get this. I know you love to cook. You've got to get these seasonings." It's like, okay, we'll see. Order. And I just looked at it too. June of 2022.
Okay.
So we've known each other for 2 years. Over the past year and a half, we've really fully been able to talk more and reach out to each other more. And the support that Chani gives, if y'all got her in y'all corner, man, look. Being able to minister to each other, speak to each other is everything. And she will tell you, I will tag her on every time I cook and tell exactly what spice I'm using.
But let's talk about the conduit here, though. Who introduced you?
My brother, Ernest James Usher III.
Oh, now I'm making the connection.
Yes.
Okay.
And you might know my father, Ernest Usher Jr. So it's usually between, if they know my brother, they more than likely know my father on top of that.
Okay. So now you already got extra kudo points. Did you invite your brother to the show to see you showing your wares and showing your fabulousness on the Empowering You show?
I invited him, but I hope that he's nowhere around.
And why is that?
Because I won't be able to focus. We tend to pick on each other a lot. If you ever, Shani will tell you, if you ever see us on Facebook at some point throughout the day, we cannot go without talking trash to each other. It must happen. If I don't talk trash to him, that means something's wrong and somebody needs to find the other one. I am looking forward to when he comes back on this side of the water because I owe him so many years worth of trash.
So we're not gonna have to look for him, like he's not gonna come up missing or nothing like that, right?
Luckily, with the difference, with him being in UK, it's all right. So, so what happened is, I find out that this woman here, this one right there, is a phenomenal author, right? And she has her hands in so many different things. So many different things. Do you want to start from the beginning and go forward, or you want to start from now and go backwards?
Either or.
Go for it. It's your story.
Just everything God has done. From my first book I wrote in 2017. I've been writing since I was 8.
Wow.
Well, actually produced first when I was 8. I started when I was 6. Started with poetry and grew from there. I have, like you saw, promoted, I have a love for reading, but I also have a love for taking what's in my mind and my heart and putting it on paper and helping people see the world through my eyes and through the way God shows me things. So 2017, I wrote my first book. I was out the Navy. I had served. I had lost a child in that process. Wow. I had been through a divorce in that process. I had been through so many things in that process. So my first book was, it started off being called Bondage. And God had me change the name of it to I'm Still Standing Here. And it's a reminder that no matter what you go through, baby, you're still here.
Right.
You might be bruised. You might be scarred. You might even be broken because some things in you haven't healed, but you're still here.
That's a fact. I need you to stop right there, though. I need you to stop right there. I need you to understand what you just said. There's somebody out there in the audience who's feeling like they can't go. They can't move. They're stuck. They're in a life or a career or a place in their lives where they feel this is it. I can't do this anymore. But baby, you said it. But baby, you're still here?
I tried to commit
Not
suicide
here for no
3
reason.
times in life.
Say
3.
that again.
I tried to commit suicide 3 times in life. So when I say I'm still standing here, I am still standing here. I
That's it.
went through an abusive relationship that should have killed me. I wear a dent on the side of my eye as a reminder of what I went through every day. I wear a scar on my wrist to remind me every day of what I tried to do. And if it wasn't for that young man back there,
Yes, son.
my oldest son, 2 times, he saved his mother life and he doesn't even know it.
Wow.
Wow. That's another
So,
book right there.
so when you
That's
talk,
in the book. That's in I'm Still Standing Here. That's in My Forever Angel, which is about my son that I lost. So technically I have 4 sons. I have 3 here on earth and I have 1 in heaven.
when you talk
And that
about Candy that you felt like you couldn't be here anymore, take us through the things that were going through your mind, because there are some people, again, that are watching this or will be watching this, that you're going to save their life by what you say next.
the feeling that you're not wanted, that you're not loved, that you're not cared about, that not even the enemy will speak to your mind to the point of where you think God doesn't even want you. God doesn't even love you. Because if he did, he wouldn't allow for anything that's happening to you happen. Those are the points where the enemy sees that your relationship with God is weak.
Mm-hmm.
It's hanging on by a thread and he's trying to snip that last little piece. And there are times God sends somebody to save you from that ledge.
Yeah.
But just like when Satan blocked Gabriel from coming to Daniel, sometimes the enemy will try to block that person who's supposed to come and speak that word to you
Right.
because he wants you to go off the edge.
Right. Because his job is
He
threefold.
wants to do you like he did Job. And so, what if that's your child? Yeah. Steal, kill, and destroy.
That's it.
He steals
That's
your
all he got.
mind. He kills your heart, and then he wants to destroy your body.
That's it. That's all he's got.
God, they don't love you. They don't care about you. You don't mean anything to. How many times has God and the enemy had a discussion about us?
All the time. All the time.
It feels like way too much. Like I'm gonna need them to stop talking for real, for real. Stop talking to each other. Like this conversation is no longer allowed now. Y'all got to stop talking because every time y'all start talking, here come the enemy right back at me again. Stop
So
that
what
conversation.
at what point did you understand that God really does love you?
When I started therapy, honestly, I have gone through almost 10 years of therapy.
Beautiful.
So
And
you can't
it's
do one. You
twisted
can't do
that
one and done like some people
you
think.
can't. You cannot.
And
And
it's.
that's why I'm aiming to be a therapist. That's
I
why
was
I'm
just going
going
to
to
go.
school
That's a great segue. I was just going to ask
because
you, and isn't that what this was for?
yes, that was
That,
my writing has been my form of therapy.
but you
Find
had to
your
go
form
through
of
these things.
therapy.
You
Yes.
had to go through these things in order to. You can't show and tell someone that you know how they feel
Mhm. That
when you
part.
never
Never
felt that.
been through it.
You never
That's
walked
something
the
we
mile.
just did in class. Um, Personalization and empathy. A lot of people are sympathetic to what you're going through.
But that's not empathy.
But a lot of people don't know how to empathize because empathize involves your emotions. Personalization involves putting a mentality to it. God was talking to me last night. We were having a conversation about people trying to hold people accountable for things. Why is a stranger trying to hold me accountable to things that I did in the past that God already forgave me for?
And you don't know me like
You
that.
don't know me. You don't know me like that. So why are you trying to make sure I am accountable? I don't need you to take on a job that don't even pertain to you, and you can't even be accountable for your own actions. But you want to hold me accountable to mine. No, I'm a greater than you. I'm better than you. Everything is your own fault mentality. And this is why so many people are pushed to the point of where they are when it comes to mental health, because you're being blamed for some things that I did not choose to be abused by my ex-husband. I did not choose to have
Right.
a narcissistic parent. I did not choose for my second husband to cheat on me so many times. It was not funny, to the point of where he gave my child gave me an STD while I was pregnant with our child. I did not choose these things. People
But
yell,
they
you
killed.
chose Pookie and Ray Ray. No, baby, not every black man is a Pookie and a Ray Ray. Some of them is a Charles and a Justin with Pookie and Ray Ray mentality.
I love that.
Not all of them are ghetto. Not all of them are hood.
No,
Some of
some of
these
them
men
are.
actually look good. They actually have something, a little something, something going for them.
Come on
But they
now.
have the mentality worse than my 11-year-old. I have a
And
better conversation with him than half of them.
and we tend to look at the outside, and we tend to justify, well, he can't be that because he this, or she can't be
Right.
that because she this.
And the red flags are
Right.
blaring so bright. They're
Ooh.
redder than the blood of Jesus.
Right. And then you're dealing with an Oscar winning performance.
Come on, Oscar winning performance.
Now you're on the cusp of a controller versus a narcissistic personality disorder versus a narcissist, because the lines blur.
Yeah, that
And
part.
you get blamed for not seeing the no, I saw the red flags, but the red flags might have looked like this at first. They weren't that big. Now they look like the United States flag by the time I'm 5, 6, 7, 10, 15 years
Years
in.
in. Right.
I can't do nothing about it now. Now I have to get out. Well, you should have let. That's not who he was when I got with.
Mm-hmm.
Now wait a minute. Now I'm going
Him.
to disagree
That's
with you
not
right
what he
there.
showed me.
I'm going to disagree with you right there, because a tiger don't change his stripes. What happens, in my opinion, if you'll let me
No,
have
he
my,
doesn't change his stripe, but he's better. He gets better at blending in.
well, you can say that. I can agree with that. But what I will say is that when we so much in love, we
We just
ignore
blind.
the flags.
Yep.
We see
Blinders.
the flags and we go, that ain't really what I'm seeing. Because here's what I know for sure, hindsight being crystal clear.
Oh yes.
And if hindsight is crystal clear, then foresight is binoculars, according to Dr. West. Okay. What I can tell you for sure is that God sends discernment about these individuals ahead of time and in
It
time
does.
for you to make a choice.
Yes.
And I'm saying this from my own perspective, because when God showed me that my first, is that the first husband? Yeah, no, second husband. When he showed
Gotta
me
get him
that
in order.
the second husband left me after finding out that our marriage wasn't legal, that was my sign. Run, Forrest, run. He showed
My clue
me.
was, for the first one, was when I found out that he was still pining over his ex-girlfriend who had moved.
Yeah, that too. Had that
Because
too.
we were in high school at the time. I'm already going through because I have a parent that's sick, that has a mental illness. So I'm already going through things at home. One thing about a person with narcissistic personality disorder or a narcissist is that's what they look for, the weak link. Because that's the person they can attach to because they're leeches. So they look for in you what's not in them. I'm what people call an empath. Shani will tell you, I feel everything. So I have to really limit myself sometimes because I'm an extrovert on top of that. So I'm an empathic extrovert. I like to be around people. But I have to limit that.
A challenging combination right there.
Because you're sucking up all the different energies.
I feel everything people feel. So if there's somebody in the room who's at peace, but I have somebody in the room who's hurting, I feel both of them. And I'm drawn to comfort. My first ex-husband had grandiose narcissistic personality disorder.
Who and what?
Highly grandiose, grandiose narcissistic personality disorder.
Hold, time out. You rolled that off your tongue like it was butter, like smooth, like
because I've been studying I plan to go to my PhD in psychology. I'm about to graduate with my bachelor's on September 1st. I plan to go all the way to my PhD. Going to my PhD, I've already started my thesis. I have a friend who she's a professor. Hey Jade, and I'm gonna give her a shout out at Cornell University.
So go back. So you jumped over to the PhD right now.
That's what my PhD is. It's going to be about Black men and narcissistic personality disorder.
But what was that term you said so easily rolled off your tongue that I had never heard in my life before? What was it? Grandiose what?
Grandiose narcissistic disorder. It's a form of narcissism where a person thinks they're better than everybody else, and they will remind you on a consistent grandiose narcissistic
disorder.
Personality disorder. Yes, ma'am.
Now you can go ahead. Now I'm gonna stop you because see, I already figured out that you won't let me get a word in edgewise.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
And I got questions. You rolling off stuff, and I got questions, and we ain't got much time.
I'm trying to squeeze it in real quick. So it's the kind of person who thinks better of themselves than everybody. They are God's gift to people, especially when it comes to a male. He's an alpha male. So if you ever see somebody online who says he's an alpha, that's why he thinks he's an alpha, because he thinks he's better than every other man. He's God's gift to women.
Okay.
And he will remind you of that constantly. If you get out of line, he'll remind you, well, I got a backup plan. What you won't do, she will, so you get in line. But the other was a vulnerable narcissist. He's a mama's boy. He stuck to her hip. But something happened in his life.
No, she's frozen.
Stand up for him like he thought she should have. So he's still angry. Every female that comes along, that's her in his mind. And he will treat you exactly like he would her because he can't do it to her.
Wow.
That's a speechless moment, right? That's a drop to mic moment.
Right.
But look, okay. Because they're getting too much attention in this conversation. I want to get back to the next book, because that's where the real greatness lies.
So the last book that I wrote, I actually did a compilation. So the latest one is I'm Still Standing Here, My Forever Angel, and Delusional When I Lost My Mind in Love, which was the book that came out on Valentine's Day. Didn't aim for that.
That's some timing right there. That right there, that's some timing right there.
Look, that's not what the aim was. The aim was supposed to come out before, but God said no. And shout out to my boy, Joe Mack, because he and I were stationed in California together, and he had a book come out the exact same day. Now, that was his goal for his book. It's called Southern Fried Intimacy. His is a man's side of trashy love. Mine is the girl side of trashy love. No goal for that. It's just how it came out. And yes, I did read his book because he's a good friend.
So. Which you can get on Barnes and Nobles. That's where I got mine.
Barnes and Noble, Amazon, The newest one, the compilation book, is free right now through tomorrow, and it's called When Life is Lifing.
Can we put that up? When Life is Life, and
I did. I put it in the chat.
Yeah.
When Life is Lifing, because
Talk
look,
to us about that. What is that about?
when you don't have a word for everything that's happening in life, and you can Google this, it's actually a statement that Google will bring up. When life is lifing, it brings it up, because I had to do that the other day for a old dude on Facebook who decided to tell me that the title of my book wasn't catchy, which a sister has 94 people who went and picked up that book. So something about it worked, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you. I love you, though. I love you.
Can't respond to all the crazies on Facebook and social media.
That's
you
that
know
impact thing. She's gonna work through that. But talk to us. What is it about?
So
I understand what that means when you say when life is life.
When life is like, it's just that constant thing where it seems like nothing is going in your direction.
That's right.
Nothing.
That
It's
is what
just
life is
being
like.
life by itself. It's the lights are due, the rent is due, and you got a check that isn't but so big. And everything has to come out. Now, you had planned last month that I was going to do certain things for this month. What you didn't expect was the light bill jumped $50 this month, but the water bill went down 10.
And you had a
But
flat
the
tire.
gas bill, you got a flat tire, and the gas bill is now $20 higher than what it was last month. But you didn't cut the heat on last month. So how the gas get that high? It's everything coming down at one time. And it's I put all three books together because you have to read I'm Still Standing Here, My Forever Angel, and Delusional together to get the full picture.
So what do you say?
All three of them are my life. Everything I've been through.
What do you say that, Shani, this question is addressed to you. What do you say that Candi's superhero power is?
I'd have to say, one, she's a prayer warrior. Okay. So one is that, and I think that's partly because of the empathetic side of her. But I would say it is seeing the rainbow.
Okay. That's good.
And I concur with that.
And taking the lemons and making lemonade.
Mm-hmm. I do. Mm-hmm. I see the rainbow in everybody. And there are people who don't believe me when I say online, I love you. I love you with the love of Christ. You don't love me? No, I do. I don't want to love either one of my exes, but baby, God has me literally praying for them. That narcissistic parent,
that's the
God has me praying for them. And I love them, and I really want to see the best happen for any and everybody who hurt me. And I pray to God that they never receive what they gave to me.
Yes, you're still standing. Terry James is out there. Listen, Darlene Thorne is out there. Thank you so much, Darlene, for being out there. Listen, we are at the top of the hour. I want to make sure you understand that we have had a phenomenal conversation today with Candi Usher. She has been our guest, a Navy veteran. Her book, When Life is Lifing, is now available on Amazon for free until tomorrow, the 22nd.
Tomorrow, the 22nd.
That's all you get, available for free on Amazon. Pick that up. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. In the meantime and in between time, tonight, looking at your life, when you are, thank you so much, Darlene, for saying this was a great conversation. It truly was. I tell you, we have had.
We learned some stuff today.
Yes, we have had a fabulous time today. But what I want to talk to you about really, really quick is if you're a go-getter or a dreamer and you crave more, but the self-doubt is whispering in your ear. You know you have potential, but you haven't quite figured out how to unlock it. Tonight's mastermind class is exactly what you need. Here's the deal. We all know you're amazing. And you have that self-doubt that's killing your buzz. So It's keeping you from promotions and dream jobs and impact that you could have. This session tonight is going to silence that inner critic, tap into your hidden strength, and craft a personal brand that screams confidence. Why is this different? Because we're going to give you action steps. We're going to give you expert guidance, and we have a supportive community. This isn't a one-time fix. This is a safe place to transform you. Come tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is bit.ly Warrior Mastermind. Bit.ly Warrior Mastermind. The Warrior capital W, the Mastermind capital M. All of the rest of it is in lowercase. That banner is going to be streaming in a moment. Bit.ly Warrior Mastermind. Bit.ly / Warrior Mastermind.
You're about to teach y'all how to get God to help y'all unbelief.
Yeah, this is what we do on Thursday evening at 7 p.m. And we want to make sure that you don't miss out on it, because I'm giving you the
part. Tell them the best part. The best part is complimentary.
Oh, yeah, that part. Free. Yeah, $3.99.
$3.99 to get together in a mastermind where you get to talk to like-minded people, but you'll have an expert in the room to help you navigate through.
Yeah.
What do you have to lose? You have everything to gain.
And you do it right from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to be anywhere. Just come tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, bit.ly / Warrior Mastermind. Mark Lee, can we get that? Thank you so much. Bit.ly. No, it's not bit.ly.com. It's bit.ly / Warrior Mastermind dot nothing. Bit.ly / Warrior Mastermind. Yes, we were looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much, Candi Usher.
Thank you for having me.
We have enjoyed you, let me tell you. Top of the chat for you. There we go. Bit.ly / Warrior Mastermind. W is capital, M is capitalized, and the rest is lowercase. Don't miss it tonight. I've got some special treats and bonuses for you in that session. Shani.
So, Candi, I'd like for you to join us if you're available. I know you're an hour behind.
Yes, so I am.
You know what time that is, but whatever. Dr. Terry, stop laughing at us.
It's 6 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock you all's time.
Yes.
Yes. So we appreciate you being here today on the.
Thank you for having me so much. I absolutely appreciate this so much. And I pray that there's something that I said, or there's something in that book that helps somebody find freedom, that somebody helps. I put a post up the other day that says, read a book. You might find yourself in there.
Wow.
I hope you find yourself. I do. I really pray that you do.
Well, we're so glad you found yourself and were able to share that gift with others. And that's, as you know, the reason why you're still standing here. Yes. You didn't go through what you went through for you.
That's right.
For us. So
I remind myself of that every day, that there was a purpose. And when you find God's purpose in what he's taking through, all things really do work together for good for them that love him and are called according to his will and purpose.
That's
not my purpose, his purpose.
Well, you know what time it is. It's time for you to step into your greatness, because the world really is waiting for you. That's our time for the Empowering You Show. Thank you so much for showing up. We look forward to seeing you next week. Same bad channel, same bad time.
I want to see you tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.